everybody. So I finally got to our September energy forecast. I don't like the word update because update sort of like makes you feel like this is it. Forecast is sort of like here's an outlook of different options. So, I mean, it is what it is. So I wanted to point out something very interesting. So I couldn't find my August energy forecast sheet, but the last 2 days. If you guys haven't seen me do this before, I take the month, I take the day, and I take the year. Let's say if the year were 2001, 2 and 1 become a 3. So therefore, this back end number becomes 3. If the day is a 1, there's a 1. If there's a day, the month number will be there as well. So I have 1, 1, 3. We know that makes a 5. So then I kind of look into the readings of the numbers if they stand out. 5 is a power number. 5 is a soul number. Or, people do the birth charts and they have the power number being the number of letters in your name. Your soul number would be the number of numbers in your birthday. So the universe would be your birth date, and your soul would be the number of letters in your name, and you add them across. So that's a little thing for you guys. Anyway, we're moving on to September. I had it very well organized for everybody. I said I had it very well organized. All right. So, continuing the dialogue of September, we have a palindrome. Palindrome is when something is seen forward or backwards, or it's mirror imaged, or it might be said backwards, but it's heard forward. This is how Masonry is so successful. And we keep telling everybody about it, but they just want to keep avoiding it. Anyway, so what's interesting is August ended with a 5 and a 6, and then we started at 4. So then we skipped the number 5. And it's kind of interesting, I'll explain, because August the 31st, all the numbers across go to a 6. So we skip a day. So I'm starting to understand that there is a pattern of why do we have 31 days a month? Because 31 days a month tallied over some time, we're kind of over, we're like missing something. Or if we were to predict the tribulation, we can't. Because all these dates and all these extra days and leap years, they don't make any sense at all. We've been thrown off. So we're off by 2 years because of all these different gaps. And I just found out like that 5. If we were to end August on the 30th, that would have been a 5. I would have understood why we had a palindrome going down, or descending, and then ascending. So I think it's interesting that going forward, we have 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry for my error in doing math. The simplest math in the world. 7, 8, 9. Okay, so if you guys are doing this at home, let's say 10. 0 is a common root of itself, so therefore you do not count it. You can't. Doesn't make any sense to do 0. And 2 becomes a Roman numeral 2. That's how you can start understanding these gates. And you guys know how the Lion's Gate was also on an 8. I think we're starting to see a pattern that it doesn't really matter what zodiac it is. It's still a gate on 8. 8 will always be a light portal, a transition. 8 is infinity. We beat that horse really badly. So always make your 2s into a Roman numeral 2 because that gives you time, it gives you space, and it gives you energy. Going forward, now we're going up the ladder 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it ends on the 18th. Okay? So if we start here, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's actually the first time that I've seen this whole year, from here all the way to the 18th. Why? Because in previous forecasts that I've done, they've all been 1 to 9, repeat, 1 to 9, repeat, 1 to 9, repeat, if that makes any sense. July 1st, doing the Hermetics, you have a 1. July 2nd, doing the Hermetics, you have a, so on and so forth. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 becomes 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then it goes on and on. The second half is somewhere, but it doesn't matter. You guys get the point. So here in September is the only time that you have the ascending numbers 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That ends on the 18th. So that's why we have a palindrome. And also, too, the tricky part is you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. That's tricky. These are tricky. Any day when you have 10 and 11, 1 and 2. So we almost want to say, what happened on these 2 days here? And you guys can all know what happened on this day and the precursor. I'm not watching the news, so I don't really know what incident happened, but I think something occurred on the 22nd. I think there was people talking about vape deaths or something like that. And then the news would go, because that's their key number, 22 and 23. Then it would say, 6 people died in Central California. Moving on. We're not focusing on conspiracy theories and agendas. We just want to look at the shifts. So there'll be shift on 9/10 and 9/11. The cutoff of this palindrome. Actually, I have the 15th here, not the 18th. I'm sorry. But you see how in the dates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we've been going through that already with the. I'm trying to put my brain together. We've been doing that with the months so far, where they would start with 1, end at 9. 1, end at 9. This is the first time we started backwards to forwards, and then we're going forward to backwards. So everyone should pay attention to that more so than going, well, it's 9/1 to 9/19. But then if you look at it this way, 9/19/19, 9/19/19, that's really the whole common root of why everyone was saying, oh, these dates, because forward and backwards, it makes that, it makes itself. But also, too, everyone should pay attention to the total of the days. Moving on. So I saw that the 17th, which is tomorrow, is very significant because there's another opening. So we should see something. And I told a lot of people that Venus rises from out of the sun. Oh, there's the August report. Nah, it was on back of this paper. Let me see. Where did we end up in August? Oh, yeah. Yup, I told everybody about Saturn on the 31st. You know, I tell a lot of people a lot of stuff, and I say a lot of things. It's really just from what you're looking at in observation. It really doesn't have much to do with warnings and stuff like that. It's just more saying, like, look, it tells you what it is. Okay, the 31st was a 6. Oh, 8:31 is 6. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking ahead of myself. All right, I hope you guys are still in tune. 9:20 makes a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. Now we're going back to normal. 1, you could say 2, or you could say gate. Because this essentially is a 2, but it's tricky. Because the number prior to is a 10, this can also make a 12, but 12 will make a 3. I just threw you guys off. So 9, 2, and 6. That makes 38, 38, 3. I'm sorry, 8, 9, 10, 11. I was right. Then you have 12, and 1 and 2 makes a 3. You have 13, 1 and 3 makes a 4, 14, because I'm going 4 and 1. 41 makes a 5, I'm sorry. 42 makes a 6, 43 makes a 7, 4 plus 3. So you're just doing basic addition, and that's how you make all these. So here we actually have a legitimate 11. On the other date that I circled, that was a 2. But we should see something very interesting on the 26th of this month. The 23rd, because there's an 8. I swear this lady always closes the gate and opens the gate when I'm on. Go away. No matter what time of the day, she's pulled into the vortex. I'm starting to learn a lot about my energy. September 5th, I don't recall what happened. It was like so time ago. And then the 14th, that was Saturday. That was a feel-good day. I know Saturday was a really good feel-good day. Oh, and there was a full moon too. Yep, full moon on the 7th. I'm sorry, on the 13th. I'm looking at it from this perspective because all the numbers really tell you the energy and the power behind each number. I know a lot of us felt like poop on, was that Wednesday the 6th last week? People were like, bah. Anyways, so I hope you guys get where I'm coming from, and I apologize for all the I wish that like I had a computer. Oh, can't be mad at that, right? Oh, there goes my empath. Don't cry. Don't do it. So yeah, we're focusing on putting a lot of energy and emphasis towards this coming Saturday. So however you are led to go forward with helping put energy back into Mother Gaia. Some people are doing however everyone is led to do it. People are doing meditations. People are doing sound bowl sessions. People are going to be doing yoga sessions. A lot of people are going to be focusing their energy and attention towards helping this ascension process. So however you are led to do something, do it. There was some dialogue that I read earlier that said, what should I do? Is there any preparation I should do for this on Saturday? Or what can I do in the meantime? Because as you guys saw, there is an intense energy coming through. 18th, this Friday is, let's look at it again. So Friday, all numbers across the board makes a 5. Saturday to make a 6. So this would probably be the day we want to input something good and healthy and positive. And then the 23rd, we shall see results. And then that would advance something in our ascension. Because 9 is if you look at 9, it's a Fibonacci going up. 6 is a decline of a down. Right? So you guys see the 6, right? Or if I were to go this way, 6 goes down, 9 goes up. That's your Fibonacci sequence. Oh, there was something also I want to show you guys. Here, on the 24th, something is going to go down in a good way. You have a Tesla 3, 6, and 9 that revealed itself. And so, though, you know, all the dates across the board, you total it, it makes 36, 3 and 6 makes 9. But because I'm seeing like a kind of a funny palindrome, but not really. So anytime that you see this 9 in total, you want to think that is a boost. That's going to be something good. But also I'm looking at how the pattern shows 3, 6, 9. I never seen that anywhere else. Even here, 3, 3, 6. That is on Saturday. 33 is another power number. So I just think that's very interesting. Yep, Nikola Tesla 369. We should get a huge energy blast on the 24th. Yep, you don't see that anywhere else. And I've done all the forecasts of the month, so I haven't seen that before. That's why it's really key to, like, at least if you're going to experiment to see what these things are. I call it modern day hermetics because it is our modern day math and theory and, well, facts to me, because it's not a theory. Like, we've seen everything happen according to each day. So if you guys want to try that, I would suggest going back to the beginning of the video and hear how I walk through it to myself. But also, too, if you guys want to, exemplify in front of people, this is just what I'm trying to figure out. No one said you got to be perfect. Nobody says it has to be, a wow, graphic image. Just be yourself. So with that said, I bid you guys a very good, what to do. So before, a while ago in my videos, I had put a sacred secretion video in my, I talked about it and I put it in the description in my description box. I can't talk today. I put the link in my description box. If you're on my Facebook page, this is going to go in the comments below. And basically, you want to have honey, lemon, ginger, apple cider vinegar. Those things are a little spicy, but they're a little sweet at the same time. But in studies, it shows that it helps the pineal gland function. It helps your brain function. It helps memory function. It helps. Where's my affirmation? Ow. One more time. Oh, yes. I love my affirmations. So if you guys are new to my reality show here, our reality show, my affirmations are always with alarms, honks of horns, and unfortunately police cars. 9/11 really follows me because it's in my birth chart. Saturn is in my birth chart. I was born on 119. So, and then I just realized that 83 was the year I was born, and 83 it makes an 11. So I just realized that. Hey, anyways, I'll let you guys go. Have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to you in the next video. So don't forget, lemon, ginger, honey, apple cider vinegar. Incorporate that throughout your day. And melatonin. Melatonin, if people are not, I don't want to be direct, but there's an old ancient story about melanated people, and melanated people are like my complexion and darker, and slightly lighter too. Beyonce, for example, her skin complexion. Cardi B would be melanated. Jennifer Lopez would be melanated. Just giving you guys like big name people who are heavily melanated. They have that tan complexion, or they have that jaw. Anyone who has that like old ancient essence to them, or they could be completely light skinned and have a droop nose. This is why the Jewish heritage and the Jewish culture are in their own vicinity, because they already know they're melanated. So, and then you could tell by their hair texture, the color of their eyes, they're melanated. So when people go, I'm Jewish, so it's really based off of the melanin, the oils in the pineal gland. How much can you tolerate the heat of the sun? So in ancient history, melanated people can sustain the environment because there were hotter conditions back then. Then there was a moment where they were colder conditions. Colder conditions, the Anglo-Saxon period really rose. Hotter conditions, you had Egyptians, Ethiopians, the kingdom of Beersheba, the 12 tribes of Israel, just throwing it out, Mesopotamian civilization, they were all melanated. So that's all for now, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.